Hey treasure hunters and coin lovers, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the shocking mystery behind one of America's most overlooked treasures, the top 6 most valuable and most expensive United States of America Roosevelt Old One Dime. Don't let its tiny size fool you, because this humble coin could be hiding a massive fortune right in your pocket. From rare minting eras worth thousands to secret bicentennial era connections, this little dime has stories of history, power, and unbelievable value. So grab your coins, hold on tight, and let's uncover the hidden gold inside America's forgotten one dime. Let's get started. First up in the 1966 Roosevelt dime stands as one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history, a small yet powerful symbol of a nation in transition. While not officially a bicentennial coin, this dime is often included in the realm of rare and mysterious U.S. pieces that collectors associate with monumental historical milestones. The coin bears the enduring portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, whose leadership through the Great Depression and World War II solidified his legacy as a champion of hope and resilience. His left-facing profile, gracefully struck on the obverse, captures the dignity and strength of an American era defined by perseverance and progress. On the obverse of the 1966 Roosevelt dime, the word liberty arcs proudly above Roosevelt's head, symbolizing the freedom he fought to preserve. The motto "In God We Trust" appears boldly beside his portrait, reinforcing the nation's unwavering faith during times of struggle. Beneath these inscriptions rests the year 1966, a time when the United States was undergoing great cultural and economic transformation. This coin, though small in size, became a reflection of the American spirit, resilient, confident, and forever looking toward the future. Even in dirty or worn condition, the detail of Roosevelt's face continues to radiate strength, giving every 1966 dime an unmistakable sense of character and historical depth. Turning the coin over, the reverse design bursts with symbolic meaning. The central image, a torch, shines as a beacon of liberty, flanked on the left by an olive branch representing peace and on the right by an oak branch symbolizing victory and strength. Together, these emblems form a trinity of American ideals: peace through power, liberty through unity, and victory through resilience. Above them stands the proud national motto, EPLURBUSUNUM, translating to out of many, one, a reminder that the strength of the nation is found in its unity. Surrounding these elements are the inscriptions, United States of America, and One Dime, completing a design that captures the very soul of American heritage. The 1966 Roosevelt dime holds an important place in U.S. minting history because it was struck during the transitional years following the removal of silver from U.S. coinage. Prior to 1965, dimes were made of 90% silver, but rising silver prices led the U.S. Mint to adopt a copper-nickel composition. This change marked a turning point in American currency, as the 1966 dime became one of the early representatives of the new clad coinage era. Despite its modest materials, it carried immense historical weight, bridging the gap between the Silver Age and the modern economy. For collectors, this makes the 1966 dime a significant and symbolic artifact of a major shift in U.S. monetary history. Among the millions of 1966 dimes minted, a few rare varieties and minting errors have become the stuff of legend. Some feature off-center strikes, double-die errors, or missing clad layers, each adding an extraordinary level of rarity and intrigue. These mistakes, though unintended, have transformed ordinary coins into treasures worth thousands, sometimes even tens of thousands, of dollars at auction. A pristine example of a 1966 dime with a dramatic mint error can fetch staggering sums, especially if certified by reputable grading authorities like PCGS or NGC. For treasure hunters and collectors alike, discovering one of these error dimes is like finding a hidden piece of American history in the palm of your hand. What truly amplifies the mystique of the 1966 dime is its connection to the bicentennial fever that swept through American coin collecting circles during the 1970s. Even though the official bicentennial coinage was released in 1975-76, many collectors have come to regard earlier pieces, like the 1966 dime, as precursors to that era of national celebration. The patriotic symbolism, the inscriptions, and the timeless portrait of Roosevelt all align perfectly with the ideals that the bicentennial would later commemorate. Thus, in the eyes of passionate numismatists, the 1966 dime has earned a spiritual connection to the great American 200-year celebration. The value of a 1966 dime depends heavily on its condition, rarity, and any unique minting characteristics. A regular circulated dime from this year might only fetch its face value, but a rare variant, especially one with unusual tunning, a proof-like finish, or an identifiable mint error, can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some collectors are drawn to dirty, worn examples for their raw authenticity, while others seek out gleaming, uncirculated specimens that preserve every line and contour of Roosevelt's portrait. Both types tell a story, one of history in the hands of everyday Americans, and the other of precision preserved through time. Beyond its monetary worth, the 1966 Roosevelt Dime represents the endurance of a nation's ideals during turbulent times. It stands as a reminder of America's power to adapt and thrive even in moments of great change. From the removal of silver to the technological advancements in minting, this small coin mirrors the evolution of the country itself. Its gleaming design, filled with symbols of peace and unity, serves as a timeless message of national pride and perseverance. Collectors around the world cherish the 1966 dime not only for its numismatic value, but also for its deep emotional and historical resonance. Each coin is a tangible link to the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, a man whose leadership shaped the modern United States. Holding one is like holding a fragment of American determination, a piece of history that has survived decades of circulation, handling, and time. Even in a dirty or damaged state, the spirit of this coin shines brightly, embodying the courage and conviction that define the American story. For those lucky enough to find one of these elusive and valuable 1966 Roosevelt dimes, especially a rare error or proof-like strike, the reward could be extraordinary. These coins have been known to sell for incredible sums in the collector market, occasionally reaching 5 or even 6 figures for the rarest examples. In today's world, where hidden treasures often lie unnoticed in pocket change, a single coin like this could indeed change your fortune overnight. So before you spend that old dime, take a closer look. You might just be holding a forgotten piece of American gold in disguise. Ladies and gentlemen, coin hunters and history buffs alike, welcome to the channel where we dive headfirst into the hidden fortunes sitting in plain sight in your change jar. Today we're spotlighting the incredible story of the 1966 Roosevelt dime, a seemingly modest coin that hides a universe of intrigue, rare mint errors, and true collector value. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just curious if that old dime jingling in your pocket might be worth thousands, you're in exactly the right place. We're about to uncover why this little piece of metal could be your next big disc. Get ready, coin lovers, because what you're about to see will blow your mind. The 1966 Roosevelt dime might look ordinary, but hidden beneath its worn surface lies a story of American history, power, and unbe. Next up in the 1979 D Roosevelt dime, though seemingly ordinary at first glance, carries a legacy that stretches deep into the heart of American coinage. Struck at the Denver Mint, this small yet powerful piece of metal continues to fascinate collectors and historians alike. Bearing the dignified portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, this dime was created as both a tribute to leadership and a symbol of enduring American values. Its obverse side showcases Roosevelt facing left, surrounded by the bold word liberty and the patriotic motto, "In God We Trust." Below his portrait rests the mint mark D, indicating Denver, and the date, 1979, a time when the United States was transitioning into a new economic era. On the reverse, the dime reveals an intricate design that encapsulates the soul of the nation. Centered between olive branches, a torch of liberty rises proudly, flanked by an oak branch, symbols of peace, freedom, and strength. The lettering United States of America arches above, while EPLURBUS UNUM reminds the world that out of many, one nation stands united. The coin's denomination, 1 dime, completes the composition, making it one of the most recognized designs in US history. This artistry reflects America's spirit of resilience and its unwavering commitment to liberty and justice for all. What makes certain 1979 D Roosevelt dimes truly extraordinary are the rare minting errors and striking anomalies that occurred during production. Some of these coins were accidentally struck on the wrong planchets, foreign blanks, or transitional metals, resulting in unique coloration, weight differences, or unusual textures. Others feature double dies, off-center strikes, or missing mint marks, transforming an ordinary dime into a collector's treasure. These small imperfections, invisible to most, can elevate a coin, worth from mere cents to thousands, or even millions of dollars in the numismatic world. The historical background of the Roosevelt dime adds yet another layer of fascination. Introduced in 1946 following President Roosevelt's death, the coin honored his monumental role in leading America through the Great Depression and World War II. His connection to the March of Dimes Foundation made the choice of denomination particularly symbolic. By 1979, decades of continuous minting had solidified the dime's status as a cornerstone of American currency, But a select few of these coins from the Denver Mint stood apart, forever immortalized by their rarity and distinctive characteristics. Collectors are often drawn to the 1979 D dime, not only for its historical and artistic merit, but for its potential hidden fortune. Some circulated coins, tarnished and worn from decades of exchange, still hide secrets, minute variations in lettering, die alignment, or metallic composition that can transform a casual find into a life-changing discovery. The excitement of uncovering a valuable coin in pocket change fuels a global community of treasure hunters, each hoping to stumble upon one of these elusive rarities. Beyond its physical appearance, the 1979 D Roosevelt dime also embodies the American spirit of endurance and transformation. It was struck during a time of inflation and technological innovation, when the US Mint was refining its production methods and experimenting with materials to ensure both durability and consistency. As a result, variations emerged, some subtle, some dramatic, that today capture the imagination of numismatists and investors alike. Every slight imperfection, every misaligned strike, carries a story, a whisper from the past echoing through time. In the current collector's market, the most pristine and error-laden examples of the 1979 D dime can command astonishing prices. Coins graded at the highest mint state levels, particularly those with unique minting characteristics, can fetch values reaching into the thousands. However, the most exceptional specimens, those with confirmed double strikes, transitional metal errors, or mirror-like proof surfaces, are the ones that attract million-dollar bids at private auctions. These remarkable coins are not just currency, they are pieces of American heritage, frozen in metal, tangible relics of a bygone era of craftsmanship. The charm of the 1979 D dime also lies in its paradox. It's both common and extraordinary. Millions were minted, yet only a handful possess that rare combination of error, preservation, and provenance that turns them into treasures. This duality keeps collectors captivated, forever chasing the next great discovery. Every dime in circulation is a potential mystery, a piece of hidden wealth waiting to be uncovered by the sharp eye and careful hand of a devoted enthusiast. As tales spread of everyday people finding fortune in forgotten coin jars and old drawers, the legend of the 1979 D Roosevelt dime grows. Stories of coins sold for thousands of dollars fuel public fascination, reminding everyone that history can still hide in plain sight. Whether coated in age's patina or shining in untouched brilliance, these dimes carry both monetary and emotional value, connecting generations through a shared passion for discovery. So if you happen to hold a 1979 D Roosevelt dime in your hand, take a moment before spending it. Examine it closely, the spacing of the letters, the curve of Roosevelt's profile, the gleam of its surface. What appears as ordinary pocket change might just be a silent witness to history, a forgotten masterpiece worth far more than its face value. Some of these coins are believed to be worth fortunes, and who knows, yours could be the next one to make headlines. The smallest coin can sometimes hold the greatest story, and in the world of rare coins, miracles often come in the size of a dime. Many collectors today continue to search for the mysterious 1979 D Roosevelt dime with a mix of passion and hope, believing that somewhere among the billions minted lies a one-in-a-million treasure. Over time, rumors and verified discoveries have strengthened this belief. Coins found with deep cameo finishes, mirror-like fields, or proof-like qualities have shocked experts and auction houses alike. Some specimens even reveal faint traces of doubling on liberty or in God we trust, subtle yet powerful indicators of minting errors that make them stand out from the crowd. Each coin discovered brings new excitement to the numismatic world, reigniting the thrill of finding something extraordinary hidden in the most unexpected place. Everyday change. The 1979 D Roosevelt dime is far more than just a small piece of currency. It's a bridge between America's past and its present, carrying within it stories of leadership, craftsmanship, and chance. For collectors, it represents not only potential wealth, but also the spirit of discovery that defines the human experience. Every worn surface tells a tale, every mark holds meaning, and every rare find fuels dreams of unimaginable fortune. Whether you are an experienced collector or simply curious about the coins in your pocket, the 1979 D Roosevelt dime serves as a glittering reminder that history's hidden treasures often come in the smallest forms, waiting patiently for the right eyes to uncover their true worth. The fascination surrounding the 1979 D Roosevelt dime continues to grow as more people realize that even the most common-looking coins can hold extraordinary secrets. Collectors and treasure hunters alike are drawn to its mystery, a symbol of how something so small can carry such immense historical and financial value. Each dime minted in Denver carries its own unique fingerprint, a slight variance in strike pressure, die alignment, or surface finish that sets it apart. These minor details, often invisible to the naked eye, are what transform an everyday coin into a hidden masterpiece. And as more collectors uncover rare versions, excitement spreads like wildfire across the numismatic community, keeping the legend of the 1979 D dime alive and thriving. In truth, what makes TH? Next up to in the 1967 Roosevelt dime stands as a shining emblem of American resilience, artistry, and unexpected value. While at first glance, it may appear as just another common coin from the pocket change of the late 1960s, this particular piece carries a legacy that transcends its modest face value. Struck during a time when silver had been eliminated from US dimes, the 1967 issue marks a turning point in American coinage history. Yet, among the millions produced, certain rare examples and unique variations have captured the imagination of collectors worldwide, commanding staggering prices that would astonish even the most seasoned numismatists. The obverse of the 1967 Roosevelt dime features the dignified portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. His calm, resolute expression is immortalized in the design, facing left, accompanied by the inscription Liberty, and the inspiring national motto, In God We Trust. Beneath his neck lies the date, 1967, which holds the secret of transition, a time when America was experimenting with new minting methods after removing silver content from its coinage. Even though most were made of copper-nickel clad, certain rare planchet errors and proof-like strikes have elevated a few 1967 dimes into the realm of numismatic treasures. Turning the coin to its reverse, one is greeted by an intricate design rich with symbolism. At the center stands a proud torch, flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch. Together, these elements tell a timeless story: peace, liberty, and strength united under the enduring motto EPLUIBUSUNUM, meaning out of many, one. Surrounding this imagery, the inscriptions United States of America and one dime complete the design. The artistry of this composition reflects the ideals Roosevelt himself stood for: unity, perseverance, and hope. For collectors, these details are not merely aesthetic. They embody the soul of a nation recovering from turmoil and embracing modernity. The year 1967 was particularly interesting for US coin production. Due to a nationwide coin shortage that began earlier in the decade, the US Mint suspended the use of mint marks between 1965 and 1967 to discourage hoarding. This means that no 1967 Roosevelt dimes carry a D or S mark, a fact that makes the discovery of any variation or misstrike incredibly exciting. Some rare transitional planchets and double die errors from this period have sold for extraordinary amounts, with lucky collectors finding them in old rolls, drawers, or even circulation. These anomalies, often overlooked, are what transform an ordinary 10-cent piece into a priceless artifact of history. Collectors are particularly drawn to the sharpness of strike and the preservation of details in the 1967 dime. High-grade specimens that display a full torch, where all the lines of the flame and bands are visible, are known as full torch or FT dimes. These examples can bring astonishing prices at auction, sometimes reaching thousands of dollars for a single flawless coin. Even more valuable are those that exhibit unique color tunning or proof-like finishes, giving the coin a mirror-like brilliance that captures the light in mesmerizing ways. Each subtle variation contributes to the mystique of this small yet powerful piece of American history. Another reason the 1967 Roosevelt dime commands such fascination is its place in the so-called bicentennial era of American coin collecting. Although the official bicentennial coins were released in 1976, collectors often group certain pre-1970s coins into this narrative due to their rarity and historical timing. The 1967 dime symbolizes a bridge between the silver age of US coinage and the modern clad era, a transition that forever changed the monetary landscape. Thus, while not a traditional bicentennial coin, its rarity and era of production make it a symbolic part of that numismatic movement, sought after by those who understand its deeper story. In the collector's market, stories of jaw-dropping discoveries abound. There are documented cases of 1967 Roosevelt dimes fetching astonishing prices at auctions due to off-metal strikes, full-band aero. What truly makes the 1967 Roosevelt dime legendary, however, is the emotional connection it carries. Each coin minted during this time tells a story of change, progress, and the enduring American dream. For many collectors, owning such a coin is not just about its market value, but the deeper sense of holding a fragment of national identity. When you hold this dime in your hand, you hold decades of progress, sacrifice, and artistry, a tangible reminder of the past that continues to inspire future generations. The allure of rare coins lies in their unpredictability. You never know which ordinary-looking dime might secretly hold extraordinary worth. That's what makes searching through old coins so thrilling, the chance to stumble upon a piece that could change your life. The 1967 Roosevelt dime, in particular, remains one of the most captivating examples of how everyday currency can transform into a collector's dream. Whether found in a dusty attic, passed down through family, or discovered by pure chance, its potential value is as vast as the stories it carries. So before you overlook that old coin resting quietly in your collection or pocket, take a closer look. It might just be one of those rare 1967 Roosevelt dimes, the kind that collectors crave and experts marvel at. It could be a coin that bridges generations, a piece that whispers the untold stories of American resilience, and yes, it could even be worth a fortune. The smallest coin in your possession might hold the biggest surprise, because in the world of rare coins, history and destiny can both fit in the palm of your hand. Beyond its monetary value, the 1967 Roosevelt dime stands as a quiet yet powerful testament to American craftsmanship and innovation. Each curve, inscription, and symbol on its surface was designed not just for beauty, but to capture the nation's enduring spirit during a time of transformation. The absence of mint marks and the subtle design precision give this coin a mysterious identity, one that continues to fascinate collectors and historians alike. In its worn surfaces or brilliant uncirculated shine lies a living story, connecting ordinary people to extraordinary moments in US history. Even today, as technology advances and currency becomes more digital, the allure of the 1967 Roosevelt dime has not faded. In fact, it continues to gain recognition as a symbol of hidden fortune and patriotic pride. For those who collect, study, or simply admire coins, this dime is far more than a piece of metal. It's a spark of history that endures through generations. So the next time you come across an old dime, take a closer look. It might not just be worth 10 cents, but rather a priceless piece of America's remarkable past. Collectors around the world are constantly on the lookout for the elusive 1967 Roosevelt dime that exhibits rare minting anomalies, those subtle differences that can transform an ordinary coin into a breathtaking discovery. From double die obverses to misaligned strikes and proof-like surfaces, each flaw tells its own remarkable story of how precision and chance collided at the US Mint. These rare imperfections not only add to the coin's beauty, but also make it one of the most desirable finds for serious numismatists. Every scratch, tone, and shimmer becomes a whisper from history, reminding us that even the smallest details can hold unimaginable value. What makes this coin even more captivating is the emotional thrill it brings to collectors. Imagine holding in your hand a dime that has traveled through decades, passed between countless people, and yet survived in remarkable condition. That sense of wonder and connection is. Next up in the 2002 D Roosevelt dime stands as one of the most fascinating and mysterious coins in the world of American numismatics. While it may seem like just another modern dime at first glance, collectors and coin enthusiasts have come to revere certain rare varieties of this coin as hidden treasures of extraordinary worth. Struck at the Denver Mint and bearing the D Mint mark, this coin features the beloved portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt facing left, a tribute to one of the most influential presidents in US history. The words Liberty and In God We Trust frame his portrait, while the date 2002D sits boldly below, symbolizing both the coin's creation and its enduring place in American heritage. For collectors, a perfectly struck, mint state 2002D dime, or a rare era version, can hold an astonishing value that far surpasses its 10-cent denomination. The reverse design of this coin is a masterpiece of symbolism, capturing the spirit of American resilience and unity. Centered on the coin's back is a flaming torch, a timeless representation of liberty and enlightenment, flanked by an olive branch on one side and an oak branch on the other. These elements stand for peace and strength, and together they remind collectors of America's enduring ideals. Surrounding the central imagery are the inscriptions United States of America, EPLURBUSUNUM, and One Dime. Each phrase carries a story of freedom, unity, and the unshakable values the nation was founded upon. The clean, balanced artistry of the 2002 D dime pays homage to the classic design that first appeared in 1946, following Roosevelt's death, yet continues to command admiration to this day. Over time, this particular year and mint mark combination, the 2002 D, has gained attention not only for its crisp design, but also for certain elusive minting errors and rare conditions that can skyrocket its value. Some examples show double strikes, off-center impressions, or planchet anomalies that make them one-of-a-kind pieces. When these coins appear at auctions or among private collectors, they can command astonishing sums, sometimes reaching thousands of dollars depending on grade, luster, and era type. To the untrained eye, these dimes may appear ordinary, but to a seasoned numismatist, a single variation can mean the difference between pocket change and a rare treasure. Collectors around the world have a particular fascination with coins that bridge the gap between modern minting precision and the unpredictable beauty of natural mint eras. The 2002 D Roosevelt dime embodies that exact balance. Some have been found with broad strikes where the rim fails to form, or with missing elements from the design caused by worn dies. Others boast mirror-like proof-like surfaces or remarkable tunning that developed over the years, creating an iridescent rainbow effect across Roosevelt's portrait. Such visual appeal can significantly elevate a coin, desirability, turning a once-overlooked dime into a collector's dream. Beyond its physical characteristics, what truly makes the 2002 D Roosevelt dime special is its place in American history. The Roosevelt Dime series began as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who guided the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. His commitment to social welfare, symbolized by the March of Dimes campaign to combat polio, made the choice of his likeness on the 10-cent coin deeply meaningful. Each dime struck since 1946 carries not just his image, but a reminder of hope, perseverance, and public service, values that continue to inspire new generations of collectors. When we talk about the bicentennial rare dimes, the fascination grows even stronger. Though the term bicentennial traditionally refers to the 1976 US commemorative coins, collectors sometimes use it to describe especially symbolic or historically reflective coins like this one. The 2002 D dime represents a modern echo of that spirit, an enduring celebration of America's rich coinage heritage. Some numismatists believe rare examples of these coins, especially those preserved in perfect mint condition or with minting irregularities, could be worth staggering amounts in private collections, occasionally reaching prices that shock even experienced coin dealers. Another reason collectors are drawn to this coin lies in its scarcity and pristine condition. While millions were minted, very few have survived in flawless, untouched states. Circulation wear, environmental damage, and mishandling have reduced the number of gem-quality examples. Coins graded at MS-68 or MS-69 by top grading authorities can sell for several hundred or even thousands of dollars, and those featuring dramatic mint errors can fetch far more. This rarity factor gives the 2002 D dime a thrilling sense of unpredictability. Any coin in your pocket might be a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Moreover, the 2002 D Roosevelt dime has become a captivating gateway for new collectors entering the hobby. Its relatively modern date makes it accessible, yet the potential for hidden value keeps the thrill alive. For many, this coin serves as a reminder that fortune can be found in the most unexpected places, perhaps even among your spare change. The excitement of uncovering a rare variety or high-grade specimen adds a spark of adventure to coin collecting, blending history, art, and the hunt for treasure. In the current market, demand for rare and high-quality Roosevelt dimes continues to rise, driven by a renewed appreciation for American coinage artistry. Collectors today are not only investing in coins for their monetary potential, but also for their historical resonance. The 2002 D dime encapsulates the values of craftsmanship and endurance, making it a standout in any serious collection. As grading technology improves and awareness grows, more of these hidden treasures are being unearthed, often commanding prices that far exceed their face value. The 2002 D Roosevelt dime is much more than a piece of metal. It's a fragment of American legacy, an emblem of leadership, and a potential key to unexpected wealth. Whether gleaming in mint condition or showing the marks of time and circulation, each coin tells a story of endurance and discovery. If you happen to find one tucked away in a drawer, a collection, or even in your loose change, don't dismiss it as just another dime. It might just be your ticket to fortune. In the thrilling world of rare coin collecting, even a humble 2002 D dime can turn ordinary moments into extraordinary possibilities. Adding to its allure, the 2002 D Roosevelt dime holds a deep emotional and patriotic connection for many Americans. Every detail of this coin, from the torch representing liberty to the olive branch of peace and the oak branch of victory, serves as a reminder of the nation's enduring principles. The precision of its design reflects the exceptional craftsmanship of the Denver Mint, where innovation and tradition blend seamlessly. In circulated or even slightly worn condition, these coins carry the marks of time and human touch, making each one a silent witness to countless everyday exchanges and stories. Yet among these ordinary pieces, a rare few hold extraordinary worth, setting hearts racing and collectors dreaming of uncovering a true numismatic gem. As time goes on, coins like the 2002 D Roosevelt dime will only become more significant and harder to find in pristine condition. Their rarity, coupled with the growing fascination for modern mint eras and high-grade examples, ensures that their value will continue to rise. For seasoned collectors and beginners alike, this dime stands as a symbol of hidden wealth, history, and hope, a reminder that treasures often hide in plain sight. So the next time you come across a 2002 D dime, take a closer look, because that small, shining piece of history in your hand might just hold a story worth far more than 10. Next up in the 1983 D Roosevelt dime is one of those hidden treasures of American coinage that continues to capture the imagination of collectors and treasure hunters alike. Minted in Denver, this small but powerful piece of metal carries the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, whose leadership through the Great Depression and World War II remains a defining chapter in American history. His left-facing portrait, detailed with lifelike realism, reminds collectors of an era of courage, resilience, and reform. The bold inscription "Liberty" and the national motto "In God We Trust" appear beside his face, symbolizing both the nation's ideals and its enduring faith in unity and freedom. What makes the 1983 D Roosevelt dime particularly fascinating is how its seemingly ordinary design conceals extraordinary rarity. While millions were struck, a select few have emerged as unique anomalies, dimes with striking errors, unusual compositions, and exceptionally high-quality minting that make them worth fortunes today. Some of these coins feature subtle misalignments, double-die errors, or missing mint marks, each transforming a regular dime into a numismatic masterpiece. For collectors, discovering such a coin feels like uncovering buried treasure, a relic of history with the power to change lives overnight. The reverse design of the 1983 D dime stands as a symbol of America's timeless values. It features a torch flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right, representing liberty, peace, and strength. This elegant trio is framed by the proud inscriptions EPLURBUSUNUM, United States of America, and the denomination 1 dime. The design speaks to the heart of the American spirit, the belief that from many, one nation arises, strong and indivisible. Over time, the details of the reverse can fade or tarnish, but even in worn condition, this dime holds a silent story of resilience and freedom that continues to shine through. Collectors and historians often speak of the Roosevelt dime as more than just currency. It's a monument in miniature, an enduring tribute to leadership and unity. The 1983 D issue, in particular, is known for a number of interesting varieties that make it a thrilling find for coin enthusiasts. In pristine mint state condition, especially those with full torch details on the reverse, often referred to as full bands, these dimes can fetch impressive prices at auction. The cleaner the strike, the sharper the details, and the brighter the luster, the higher the value climbs, sometimes reaching thousands of dollars in the open market. In some astonishing cases, unique minting errors have elevated the 1983 D dime into the realm of legends. Coins struck on copper planchets instead of the standard copper-nickel clad composition, or those featuring misaligned dies and off-center strikes, are among the rarest discoveries. Such minting mistakes are like fingerprints of history, unintentional, rare, and entirely unique. When one of these rare pieces surfaces, collectors compete fiercely to acquire it, and prices can soar to extraordinary levels. It's not just the rarity that drives the value, but the sense of mystery and excitement behind its creation. Even dimes that have circulated for decades can hold surprising value. A heavily worn 1983 D Roosevelt dime, tarnished and scratched, might seem insignificant at first glance, yet if it bears a rare variety or error, it could be worth far more than its face value. The market for these rare coins continues to grow as collectors search tirelessly through their change jars and inherited collections, hoping to spot one of these priceless treasures. The thrill of the hunt, combined with the historical weight of the coin, makes the 1983 D dime one of the most talked about issues among numismatists. What makes this dime so captivating is not just its metal composition or condition, but its connection to the American story. Minted during a time of technological progress and economic change, the 1983 D dime represents a period when the US Mint was perfecting modern coinage techniques. Yet even in an era of precision and control, errors slipped through, turning everyday coins into million-dollar marvels. These mistakes, though rare, remind us that perfection is elusive and that even in mass production, uniqueness finds a way to shine through. Many collectors view the 1983 D Roosevelt dime as an emblem of hidden value, proof that fortune can lie in plain sight. Stories abound of individuals discovering rare dimes in pocket change, coin rolls, or forgotten drawers, only to later learn that their find was worth thousands. It's a coin that embodies both nostalgia and opportunity, bridging generations of collectors who appreciate its artistry and those who chase its financial potential. Its understated beauty, combined with its potential for enormous value, makes it one of the most intriguing modern American coins ever minted. The financial potential of the 1983 D dime has skyrocketed in recent years, as collectors and investors alike recognize its rarity and allure. Depending on condition, strike quality, and unique features, some specimens have been known to fetch life-changing sums at auctions. For example, coins with remarkable preservation, rare tunning, or distinct die variations are especially sought after by elite collectors and museums. The excitement surrounding these coins has ignited renewed interest in modern US dimes, transforming them from everyday objects into coveted works of art. In the end, the 1983 D Roosevelt dime is more than just a piece of metal. It's a fragment of American legacy, small in size but immense in historical and emotional value. Whether pristine or weathered, this coin tells a story of craftsmanship, leadership, and the pursuit of liberty. Its legacy endures not only in collections, but in the hearts of those who appreciate the beauty of rare coins. So before you spend that old dime jingling in your pocket, take a closer look, because you might just be holding a piece of history worth a fortune, a coin that carries both the spirit of Roosevelt and the promise of unimaginable wealth. Beyond its gleaming surface, the 1983 D Roosevelt dime carries a deeper emotional and cultural significance that continues to resonate with collectors across the world. Each of these coins acts as a tangible reminder of America's unbreakable spirit, symbolizing perseverance through hardship and triumph over adversity, values that Franklin D. Roosevelt himself embodied throughout his presidency. When examined closely, the intricate details, from Roosevelt's confident profile to the delicate balance of the olive and oak branches, speak to the nation's artistic mastery and enduring pride. Even the smallest imperfections on this coin, whether scratches, worn edges, or minting anomalies, contribute to its unique identity and historical charm, transforming it into a timeless artifact that bridges generations of collectors and dreamers. As interest in rare coins continues to surge, the 1983 D dime remains one of the most captivating treasures in the world of numismatics. Its story is one of surprise, mystery, and discovery, the kind that turns ordinary moments into extraordinary revelations. Each time a collector uncovers a rare variety or minting error, the legend of the 1983 D grows stronger, reaffirming that greatness often hides in the most unexpected places. Whether kept in a velvet-lined display case or discovered in the corner of an old drawer, this coin holds the potential to rewrite history and perhaps even change someone's life forever. The allure of the 1983 D Roosevelt dime lies not only in its rarity, but also in the powerful sense of wonder it inspires among collectors and enthusiasts. Every time one of these dimes surfaces, it rekindles the age-old fascination with hidden treasures, the idea that